We're spending the day at Epcot.
But we have no idea what we're doing.
Hey there, man fam. We're at Epcot today without any plans.
Alan and I have made checklists for each other, but we don't know what's on each other's lists. It could be try a food you've never had before, ride a certain kind of ride, but we don't know until we start playing.
We also don't have Genie Plus, we haven't made any dining reservations, and it's the busiest time of year.
So we're gonna have to get creative. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Alan, you're up first.
Yeah.
Alan, you are a self-proclaimed space girly. So for your first task today, we have to do an attraction that goes into space or flies.
That goes into space or flies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm looking at wait times because in the land formerly known as Future World, there are plenty of options that match that description. You have Spaceship Earth, Mission Space, Guardians of the Galaxy, which would be nigh on impossible, I imagine, to get today, and Soarin'. Those are the ones that first jump to mind. So we're gonna just take a peek and see what we have here. Let's see. Mission Space, 30 minutes.
30 minutes to throw up, not bad.
Yeah, I wait 30 minutes to feel nauseated. Soarin' over California is at an hour, so 60 minutes. Spaceship Earth, 25.
Okay.
That's not bad. And let's see.
I'm assuming there's no fancy rides now for Guardians.
No,
Yeah.
Guardians is not even. Do you consider yourself to fly at great speeds on test track?
No, I
Good,
went.
that's 85 minutes. I'm
I
very
went
happy.
faster on the drive here, as we've often pointed out.
Yeah,
Like
test track.
I've been on test track today.
Also known as your commute. So we will be doing Spaceship Earth.
Yay, a classic.
Yeah.
Now, just so you know where my brain was, I would have also accepted Awesome Planet because you
Oh.
see the planet.
Interesting.
And I would have accepted Figment because technically Figment goes on a rocket at the end and you see the Nightmare Nigel Channing moon.
You know what? I appreciate both of those options. However, I wanted to take this very literally.
Yeah, and Spaceship Earth is the best choice.
Yeah, just spirit to those, yes, Mike. Spaceship Earth is one of the original attractions here at Epcot. It is a family dark ride that takes you through the history and development of communication. Over the years, Spaceship Earth has had a number of narrators describing your experience through the history of communication, but today we will be graced by the dulcet tones of Dame Judi Dench.
Old Deuteronomy if you're nasty.
Whoa. Whoa now. Now, Spaceship Earth is a very popular attraction and can sometimes get some long queues, though it will typically not have as long a queues as Frozen Ever After or Remy's Ratatouille Adventure because it is an omnimover attraction, meaning it is constantly in motion throughout the load and unload process, which makes this attraction faster to get on and off and more efficient.
When we move, the recorded knowledge stays behind.
All right, after that delightful journey through space, taking a look at our fantastic future.
It appears in the future some kind of horrific accident has happened to my face.
Yeah. I've also grown an appendage out of mine, if that makes you feel any better.
Face or less face, which one would be better?
Okay, now you're up.
I hope it's food.
Your item is enjoy an international frozen treat.
International frozen treat.
Correct.
Okay, Mexico, we covered margarita. Norway, I don't really think has anything I want. China. Italy, they have boozy popsicles, that's an option. Germany, nothing really frozen that I want. US has frozen drinks, but I don't feel like that. And soft serve, but I don't feel like that. Okay, I'm thinking
That's a lot of thinking.
Mexico.
Okay.
After much deliberation, I decided on Mexico because 1, margaritas. 2, They have reasons 1 through 7 to visit Mexico. Margaritas. But also, there was a seasonal margarita, and I'm hoping they still have it because it was a coffee margarita, and I want to put it in my mouth. And I think actually it might be on the rocks, if I'm being honest, now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm gonna cheat because ice is frozen. So maybe we can let it slide, or maybe.
What you're telling me is you're enjoying ice with a side of coffee margarita. Okay.
Or I get 2 margaritas.
Sure.
Both great options. Bienvenidos a Mexico, where there are actually multiple places I could try to get a margarita. La Cantina de San Angel right here is the quick service restaurant. They've got margaritas. La Chosen de Margarita is like a walk-up stand that primarily has margaritas, but a few delicious treats as well, like empanadas and guacamole. And then inside you've got La Cava del Tequila, which is the tequila cave where you can get lots of margaritas as well as tequilas and mezcals. And so many options, but I'm walking past where I want to go. Here is where we are headed. In a plot twist more upsetting than Harry Stamper having to die at the end of Armageddon, spoiler alert, they are out of the coffee margarita and they got rid of it this week. So we're headed into La Cava del Tequila because I don't love the frozen margaritas they have out here. They're just like a strawberry, a lime, or a mango, or you can do a layered of all 3. I'm not huge into any of those, but I do like the avocado margarita inside La Cava, so we're gonna go get that one. Or maybe they have the coffee one in here. I don't know. I could dream. As the name would suggest, La Cava del Tequila is full of tequila. They've got world-famous margaritas and all sorts of flavors, from the iconic avocado margarita. They've got cucumber. They've got blood orange. They've got the lily, which I love. They did unfortunately get rid of the El Diablo, which was the spicy one and one of my favorites on the menu. But what I love about them is they've always got new things to offer. You can grab and go drinks or sit down and have a beverage, as well as some delicious queso and guacamole. A great snack stop. Very popular here in World Showcase. Here is my frozen bevy. This is the iconic, world-famous avocado margarita. So you get to choose mezcal or tequila. I want the classic, which is tequila, out of the norm for me. And then it's also made with melon orange liqueur, fresh lime, fresh avocado, and a hibiscus salt rim. It is delicious. It's a little on the sweeter side, which is not what I normally go for in margaritas, but it's mostly really fresh. And because of the avocado, that curbs some of the sweetness from the liqueur. Can't really taste the tequila, which is dangerous. You know you're gonna get a good drink when you go into La Cava. And speaking of good drinks, what's happening here?
Oh, I got a corn old-fashioned because it would have been rude of me to not order anything.
That's fair. How was that?
It's delightful. This is corn whiskey, mezcal, dark rum, more whiskey, mixed to liqueur, bourbon, and some bitters. It's delightful. Wait, no, my juice.
Drink the juice, Shelby. That is lovely. That is not for the faint of heart, but that is lovely.
This is a sipping beverage. I'll be enjoying this for the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Good for you. All right, Mr. Sipping Beverage.
Cheers.
The next thing I want you to do, it's the holiday season. It's the giving season.
Okay.
I want you to purchase yourself a present for under $25 in a country that you visited in real life.
Okay, well, my Rolodex is fairly limited in terms of countries I visited in real life, one of which is Mexico, here. But not necessarily something I want to purchase from right now, having just perused inside of the lovely pyramid here in Mexico. We're going to Japan. I guess we could go to America.
You could get like an American flag cowboy hat that they have.
But you know, I lived in Texas for a bit, and I've seen plenty of those, and they don't tempt me any more now than they did then. So we're going to be going to Japan.
I'm shocked. I am shocked and appalled by the. Wow.
Who could have anticipated
oh my God.
such a thing?
That never would have happened.
No. I'm excited. Welcome to Japan. Konnichiwa, from Japan, I should say, where we are headed to Mitsukoshi, which is one of the oldest department stores in the world, founded in 1673, has locations...
Not this one in Epcot.
No, not this one in Epcot. Good clarification. The one that is still in Japan. However, this one in Epcot is, for me at least, a really fun place to go and peruse all the different wares, because there's just so much fun stuff you can find here, from plushes to action figures to international snacks. If you want to buy some clothing or, a katana, that's also available here. I'm now understanding that the $25 price limit was to avoid the purchase of a sword.
Yeah, I don't think we need a sword.
Kind of a bummer, but okay, we're gonna go in and get something anyway. Inside of Mitsukoshi, they have a number of notable Japanese brands like Pokemon, Hello Kitty, Animal Crossing, really any sort of Nintendo product, as well as a lot of characters from your favorite anime, anything from Dragon Ball Z to Naruto. You can find a lot of that here. A few things you should know about me. One, I'm a massive fan of Animal Crossing, so seeing this KK Slider plush, while I'm not normally a plush guy, I'm sorely tempted. There's also Pokemon plushes here, and I have been a fan of Pokemon since I was but a wee child, so I'm struggling with the choices. I'm a bit overwhelmed by my options, but I'm going to keep perusing. Also, fun fact about me, Charmander is my favorite Pokemon of all time. In fact, his entire evolutionary line is my favorite. And this is $24.95, so it is a whole nickel below my price limit. Something to consider. Charmander Char. The Inari Shrine.
In Lego.
That's not in our price limit, but it's very cool.
We went there. That is cool. Alan,
Molly?
I will centuple 5 times your spending limit if you buy this.
Is that a Charizard onesie?
It's a Charizard blanket outfit,
A bloutfit?
but it's $115.
You know, I think I'm good.
It's adult size.
Like Japanese adult or Alan sized? I'm worried a bit about that.
Well, I don't want to force this upon you, but it is.
Wait, is that a Pokeball hat?
Yeah, that's cute.
I love that. I want this. This is what I want. Please be in my price range. $24.95, a whole nickel below. I've crushed. Well done. This is what we're getting.
You're ready to catch them all.
Yeah. All right, it is your turn.
Pokemon! Gotta catch 'em all. That's Spider-Man. I don't know why I did that. Go on.
I'm like weirdly offended.
You throw it, and then it's like, and then the Pokemon goes in it.
That's the noise it makes. An operatic what? E that it does? That's probably an A, actually. Neither here nor there.
I tried to play Pokemon Snap, but I got kind of bored on the new version.
To be fair, the new version is a lot of exposition.
And I was like, I just want to snap some pics.
You know what? That's neither here nor there. We had a very similar idea for one of our list selections.
Oh, okay.
So mine was more food related, honestly. So
Not sure
I
I
would
can.
like you to. What does that mean?
You like food.
Okay.
You're a foodie.
I would like for you to find and enjoy
Oh,
a food item from a country that you have visited.
IRL.
IRL, yes.
I'm glad you had clarified enjoy. Like, you weren't like, go find something disgusting.
Yeah, right. Like,
Okay.
imagine I'm so to be like, find something that has made you wretch.
Find something that looks terrible. Okay. I have been to many of the World Showcase countries in life, IRL. Obviously, I've also been to Japan, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit.
What a humble brag.
I've had the pleasure of travel in my life. I'm very lucky.
Do you feel attacked?
Yes, I've been to Mexico, but we already got drinks there, so I'll mix that up. I have not been to Norway. I have not been to China. I have been to Africa, but that's not really Africa. It's just the outpost, so that's generic Africa-esque. I don't think that counts. I have been to Germany. I have not been to Italy. I've obviously been to the United States. I have been to Japan, obviously. I have, what's next door? I've not been to Morocco. I have been to France. I have been to the United Kingdom. I've not been to Fantasyland. So, well, France is on the table.
Poor Canada.
Sorry, Canada. I would love to go. It looks beautiful. I want to eat in France, obviously. That's on the table.
That's fair.
As we stroll to France, we've both established which countries we've been to. Which of the World Showcase countries that you have not been to would you most like to visit?
I mean, I'd really like to go to Scotland, although I guess that's just the UK. I mean, honestly, I'm a little fuzzy on how many countries are actually there.
Well, I mean, he must be from England, yeah?
Wales.
Is that another country?
Yes and no.
How many countries are in this country?
4.
I went to the UK and France when I was like 8, so I would like to go back to both. But I think of countries I've never been to, I gotta say Italy. for many of the same reasons I'd like to go back to France, and those reasons are wine and cheese.
I really need to learn how to say, please no pine nuts, I will die in Italian.
Write it down on a card. We'll survive. It'll be fine. Just think of all the pastas and the pizzas and the cheese and the charcuterie. Oh my gosh, it's a dream. Now, as a self-proclaimed cheese connoisseur, it's probably no surprise that I ended up in France to grab something to eat. I almost came here for my frozen treat earlier and might have, if I'd known the coffee margarita wasn't available, to go to L'Artisan de Glaces, which is the ice cream shop here. It's phenomenal. But I am in a savory mood now, so we are headed to my favorite quick service restaurant in all of Walt Disney World, Les Halles, which is the French bakery in the back of the France Pavilion, where you can get delicious French pastries and cheese-related dishes and carbs. And they make the baguettes every day from scratch, and there's quiche, and it's just like, it's a dream. It's literally a dream. Here's our haul from Les Halles. Anyway, I have not enjoyed these new-ish items, including this one, which is a truffle croissant. So it's got croissant, which does make me feel like Giada, and it's got a truffle cream and mushrooms in there, as well as this, which is a, it's got bacon, it's got red onion, it's got cheese sandwich, looks amazing. And then what are you trying, dear?
This is a turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and garlic aioli. So it's like a turkey BLT, a din de BLT.
I think that's been on the menu, we've just never had it. And I'm excited to try all three of these new to us French items. First up, I'm afraid this is gonna blow away. I have this. Ooh! Look at that.
Oh, we're sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, cheers. Good.
So it's basically a loaf of bread with bacon shoved into it, and then there's some red onion, bechamel, and cheese on top. That's delightful. I wish it had more cheese and bacon throughout, so it wasn't just a loaf of bread. I wish there was a sandwich made on this delicious bacon roll as opposed to just being on the top, because I want more flavor and more cheese throughout, not just on there. But delicious, obviously.
All right, let's try this turkey BLT. That loaf of bread is as close to a croissant loaf of bread as I think we could get. It's buttery, it's crispy on the exterior, light and flaky. The turkey, tomato, bacon, and garlic aioli are all beautiful together.
That's the best loaf of bread. That's delightful.
And we're like Oprah here at Mammoth Club.
I love bread.
We love bread.
We love bread. And now last, the truffle croissant. This reminds me of something they had very similar at a festival booth. They did a truffle croissant, but I don't believe it had mushrooms. Well, that is just delightful. You have to like both mushrooms and truffle, because those are the strongest two flavors, but definitely mushrooms, because it's also a texture thing.
Large chunks of mushrooms.
But it is so savory and rich, but the croissant is buttery and light and flaky.
That bechamel sauce
Whoa.
is textbook. Wow. Well,
You've done it again, France.
well done. Well job.
Sir, this is a no. You're getting very brave, and I don't trust you. Don't look at me like that. I'm watching you. I don't trust you. Okay. That bird's still there. Still got my eye on it. But we don't have any more food, so hopefully it'll leave us alone. Look at it, just peeking around that light. And then he's acting like he's not looking at those people's food. You son of a... Anyway, Alan, I think we need something to wash down that delicious treat we just had. Quick question before I present you with your checklist item. What are your 3 favorite countries to drink in when you're drinking around the world?
My 3 favorites
Yeah,
are the UK, because you have the pub.
sure.
Mexico, because of the Cava de Tequila. And, oh gosh. Well, it's a 3-way tie. Germany, Italy, and France are all really, really good options, depending on what I'm feeling at the time. What I'm feeling today is, if I wanted something like a wine, it would probably be Italy.
Okay, so to recap, United Kingdom,
Yeah?
Mexico,
Yes?
Germany, Italy, and France.
Yes.
So I would like you to get us drinks in any country that you did not just list.
Neato!
And let's see if we can find you a new favorite drink. Expand your palate.
Expand my palate.
Expand your palate to one of the countries maybe not as well known for drinking around the world.
All right.
Honestly, I'm not surprised that the ones you listed, those are probably everyone's favorites to drink around the world.
I agree. That leaves us with Japan, Morocco, America.
Sure. Wow.
That was a little bit more of a rude face than I intended. But
Wow.
That is to say, I can get that anywhere.
That's
because
true.
Having,
Because
living
you're
here.
in America. Understood.
Canada,
Yep.
China,
Sure.
Norway. Let's go to Canada. No. Yes, no. I have to consider this. We had delicious cocktails in Mexico earlier. And I imagine that outside of maybe sangria, that's what I'd be looking for in Morocco. So let's go to Norway, where I know that they have some beers to choose from. Yeah, Norway. We have arrived in Norway and are stopping by the beer cart here for some Scandinavian draft beer. They have Aus Pilsner and Einstock White Ale. Now, as a fun fact, Epcot is one of the few places that you can get Aus Pilsner outside of Scandinavia.
I bet it'll be awesome.
Okay, what do you have?
I have the Einstock, which is a white ale, technically from Iceland, but looks delicious nonetheless.
And I have the Aus Pilsner, because I have the ills for the pills.
Just like Teddy. Oopsies. Not Roosevelt.
You don't know, Teddy Roosevelt could have been a Pilsner man.
I was
Ooh.
making a Brooklyn Nine-Nine joke, but I don't know much about Teddy's beer choices, so you're right.
Probably a Scotch man.
You know he loved bears.
So this tastes, I mean, if you're familiar with like a Pilsner taste, very weedy, a little bit fruity on the back end. But this tastes a little bit more like honey than I would think a normal Pilsner would. Very, very tasty and incredibly refreshing.
This is a wheat beer, so it's got that kind of fruity, almost banana flavor to it, but it's not as, I would liken it to a Blue Moon, but it's not as heavy as a Blue Moon. I feel like I could drink this even on a really hot day and it wouldn't weigh me down the way some other wheat beers would. This is actually one of my favorite beers drinking around the world. Delightful. Both of them.
Cheers.
Should we try and do this thing?
We crushed. Okay, well, yep.
I'm ready.
The Winter Storytellers are great.
It's a jaunty song.
It is a very jaunty song. So for your final item, and your final item on your list, you need to float through a classic attraction.
Float like on a boat.
I got a boat, it's a boat.
It's a boat, ride a boat.
It's a boat, ride a boat. But float sounds fun.
There's a boat right there. Out on the barges, setting up for tonight. Do you think I could get on that boat?
I don't know if that qualifies as a classic attraction.
Okay, boat rides in Epcot. Well, there's Frozen Ever After, which probably has like an 85-minute wait if I had to guess.
Accurate.
That's going to be a no. Loading the tip board, because the other two boat rides here often have low waits, but it's busy season, so you never know. So, Frozen Ever After, I was off. It's a 125-minute wait, so that'll be a no. Yeah. Grand Fiesta Tour in Mexico, 15 minutes. Not too bad. And Living with the Land, Glimmering Greenhouse is 5 minutes. It's a trip to the land.
Oh, heck
obviously.
yeah. That wasn't at all a
Obviously.
selfish inclusion. I think this is going to be great.
That's the one I wanted. But if it had like a 30-minute wait, we were going to Mexico.
That's fair. I also love seeing Donald. Not as good as Plant Donald, but still great.
Plant Donald. I don't know what's happening. I guess technically, could I have picked The Seas with Nemo and Friends? But you know what? It's Glimmering Greenhouses, which is the land for the holiday season. They put Christmas lights everywhere, and it is delightful. Living with the Land is located in the land, funnily enough, along with Soarin', which is currently Soarin' over California, Garden Grill, the character dining restaurant, Sunshine Seasons, a quick service restaurant, Awesome Planet, a movie that will make you feel terrible about what we are doing to planet Earth, and then, again, Living with the Land, which is a slow-moving boat ride through Epcot's greenhouses, which is really cool because they actually produce a lot of food that's served here at Garden Grill, Sunshine Seasons, Animal Kingdom. Some of it goes to feed the animals at Animal Kingdom. So it's very fun, educational, classic edutainment Epcot. And again, this time of year, they make it Glimmering Greenhouses, so they have Christmas lights throughout the greenhouse, and it's really cute. Also, if you love Living with the Land, if you think this is interesting, I cannot recommend Behind the Seeds enough. It is a 1-hour tour that takes you into the greenhouses. It's really interesting. I did a video on it But this will be a lovely way to end the evening.
Found effects. The need to produce food for a growing world. Food that will ensure both human and environmental well-being. To help us maintain these carefully, for centuries, farmers in Central America have cultivated cacao to make chocolate. Once a year, to celebrate Robin Jubilee, the second-course seafood dinner.
Well, that was a fantastic day here at Epcot.
Yeah, without any plans going in, with it being a crowded day, we still had an awesome time. Tried a few new snacks, enjoyed some attractions. So what should we put on our list next time, or what would you put on a list for someone?
Absolutely. And until next time, friends, be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, follow us on all of our socials. If you want to join in the conversation about this or any of our videos, join us on Discord. All the links for all that are down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been so magical. Good night.
Night.
You want to go stare at Spaceship Earth now?
I do.
Yeah.